Tell us once again, what means in fact a restoration of the Jewish as a nation?
Well, it's a restoration that is affecting every aspect of their life. You know, they did not come just back to the land. They first of all settled the land of Israel. God gave them an inheritance. In Genesis chapter 12, God promised to Abraham, to you and your descendants, I will give this land forever. So they returned back to exactly that same land. But it's not only a geographical restoration, but God was restoring them also in every aspect. You know, if you think about the Jewish people coming back to Israel, the beginning of this nation was very humble. It was an agricultural land. More than 70% of the export of the young state of Israel was oranges and banana. People were living very simple. They were living in kibbutzim. And today you see Israel, only 3% of the export today is agricultural product. More than 70% is high-tech. All the big companies of the world, Microsoft, Intel, Apple, even the automobile industry is moving to Israel because they realize this is the world leader today in technology. Israel's economy is today one of the strongest economies in the world. The Israeli shekel is today the strongest currency, stronger than the dollar, stronger than the euro. And Israel had an incredible restoration that God blessed them. But one thing was missing, where God says in Jeremiah 31 and Ezekiel 36, I'm going to pour out my spirit upon you. And I believe that's what we're also going to see. And if you allow me to say, you know, I believe this also has a very important message for us as church. If you go, if you read in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, Paul says what was happening to Israel is happening to them as an example for us in the church who are living in the last days. And I believe if we look at the restoration of Israel, this has so much encouraging, such an encouraging message for us as a church, that a nation that was given up by the people, a nation that had no hope, a nation that was at the very bottom of their history after the Holocaust, God restored them in such a complete way, it's unbelievable. And I believe it's a message for every believer today, that no matter how desperate your situation is, no matter how much people maybe have given up on you, there is always hope for us, because the God we are serving is a God of restoration. And that affects every aspect of our lives.